Was gym class hell for you guys? I know some of you guys like hated gym. Actually, I pretty much love gym. I was athletic growing up, so gym was always chill for me. We never had dodgeball, kind of wish we did. You did have people that would like sweat, or like feel it sucked. You had like the Naruto running kids that would like put their arms on your back, start running around in a circle. Other than that, gym was pretty chill for me. What was gym like for you, Chad? I thought gym was like chill as fuck, honestly.
Canon events in school
But
that have
yeah, let's
permanently
see.
altered people's brain chemistry to the point of having individual excruciating levels of PTSD.
I honestly feel like you had the people that are like football, maybe like varsity and JV. There's definitely like differences too. People JV would huddle around varsity and try to suck their nuts, try to get some sort of like I don't know, attention. And then you hit the varsity people that would always be like, yeah, look at me, bro. I'm chill. I'm a jock. I got everything good. Pass me the ball, bro. Air ball. Yeah, it's fine, bro. I I purposely missed that ball, bro. Give me the other one. Mwah, break. Yeah, see, that's fine. See, that's why I play football, not basketball. You see, you have those type of people in gym class at the same time. And you always had the weird kids, like I said, the ones that like Naruto running with their hands behind your back around class, like buns. All right,
Permanently altered
I'll
people's
shut
brain
up.
chemistry to the point of having individual excruciating levels of PTSD. It could be getting embarrassed in class, accidentally
Can I turn
calling
off
your
the
teacher
light,
mom,
chat?
or getting fried so badly during a presentation that you genuinely consider turning the entire school into a meteor fallout zone. I think one of the worst canon events of them all is PE/gym class. Assuming you went to school here in the US, you need to take at least one physical education class to be able to fully graduate high school. Now that sounds like a pretty simple task that
It
wouldn't be
is.
that difficult to
I mean, it
complete,
was
but
for
once you
me.
take the class and fully experience its horrors and tribulations, you'll start to realize the amount of torture you fully committed onto yourself. The first part of gym class we have to discuss is the kind of gym teacher you end up having, because depending on what type of teacher you have assigned to your class, your gym experience can go from something legitimately fun to worse than the most brutal Roman
That's
Empire
true.
torture
And
methods. There are so many traits that make a bad gym
not only that, I also think there's a big difference from what do you call it? Uh, there's a big difference from middle school gym and high school gym, especially from teacher wise. High school, they didn't really give a fuck, especially in my class. They're like, hey, as long as you're here, you got attendance grade. Go chill in the coach's office or whatever. We don't care. That's all it was. Middle school, you had to do everything. You had to do tasks. You had to dress out in a uniform. We didn't have a uniform for high school. They did not care.
teacher, but I think the worst trait that surpasses all of them is collective punishment. Collective punishment, as the term sounds,
Mm.
means that something bad or disrespectful done by a singular student causes the entire class to get that same punishment that would have been dealt to that same person, which is one of the dumbest disciplinary methods I've ever heard in my life. This method is especially stupid in a class like PE because you're receiving extra physical punishment like more laps around the gym or the track because some dumbass decided it was a good idea to not listen to the teacher's instructions. There was one
Right.
day in my class, we were doing a mile run on the school's track field. Me and my friend were taking things slow because my class was around the afternoon when the sun was beaming, so we were basically running on molten lava. Everything was going fine, and we were about to finish our final lap until out of the corner of my ear, I hear my teacher say, "If y'all don't get up from the bench and do your laps, I'm making everyone else do 2 extra."
What? The hell are you talking about, bro?
What the fuck is you talking?
What's that?
There is no inconceivable way you're making everyone else do extra laps because Tweet
They do that because they're not a the chillest, like, teachers that came to, like, gym or just teachers in general were coaches that played football. Football coaches were so chill, they never cared. But when it came to, like, gym teachers that weren't coaching any sport, they hated their life. So they just brought it out on everybody else. So I'm not coaching football, so just because I don't like you guys are doing an extra 50 push-ups just because. You guys talked, 50 push-ups. Even though we're not playing a sport, and just a class that you're required to take 50 push-ups. Like, go fuck yourself.
D and Tweedledum wouldn't get up from the bench to do theirs. But as I was thinking these exact words in my head, the next thing I hear come out of my coach's mouth is everyone has to run 2 extra laps around the track to be able to finish.
Yeah, everybody
I'm
hates
so
that
glad
person.
I wasn't the gym teacher because I for
Just
sure
straight
wasn't gonna
right
use words
hook.
to get my point across. Something else I hate about the gyms is the smell. The first time I ever found out that some
Smell
people
is so
either
bad.
don't shower during the week or have awful
Like, I don't know how it's so hard to comprehend or to even just put a hint of deodorant. Cologne does not help you. If you think cologne's helping your fucking stink, your skunk smell, it's making it worse. It does not help. Buy you a cheap bottle of like Degree or whatever, or Old Spice. just lather it on before and after gym class, fine. Or you want to smell like fucking sweaty gym socks the whole time you're in class.
Hygiene is when I was in the locker room before class one time and caught a waft of some random kid that walked right past me. The second my nostrils inhaled his scent, my eyes
Horrible.
started watering and I dropped to my knees in agony, clenching my nose, trying to get rid of the odor. To this day, there is not a single worse scent that I've come across other than the one in that locker room. Next major thing we have to talk about when it comes to gym class is team sports. I think we can all agree that team sports for the most part are actually really fun when everything is going well and you're not playing with D1 crash outs who are trying to snipe your head off your body. There are so many
Yeah, right.
people
The
in class
tryhards.
that
That's
play
what I'm trying
team
to say.
sports like it's game 7 of the NBA finals and are trying to get a championship ring for their home city. I promise you, basketball is never this serious, my nigga. Dodgeball during class would also be way more chaotic than it should be. While I've personally never played dodgeball games
Yeah,
where
me
someone on
either.
the enemy
We didn't
team has
have dodgeball.
Spider-Man level reflexes, I have played games where the people on my team take losses way harder than they should be. I had this one dodgeball game where our team leader was moving like Captain Erwin the way he was giving us commands on what to do. Instead of giving us basic positions to take on the floor on our side of the room, he got a pen and paper from his backpack, went to the middle of the floor, and laid out his battle strategy that he apparently came up with the night before.
Or like
I
the
don't think
football.
I've ever seen someone take a school assignment this seriously before. The funniest part was that even with his battle strategy, we still ended up losing that day's game. And when I turned to look at him, he had the most depressing and miserable expression on his face. I just know he was on his knees crying in sorrow and agony the second he got back home. Something I forgot to mention as an added point is the egregious music selection some of these teachers would be choosing to put through their
Oh my
speakers. We
God,
could have been
yeah.
in the middle of the most intense game of dodgeball ever played. I'm talking an active battleground with niggas' bodies flying left and right. And instead of playing something hyper motivational, it's 10 Imagine Dragon songs back to back as well as Dance Monkey in the middle of the queue. I feel so bad for anyone who had gym during their first period. Imagine going
No.
through the already
But-
excruciating experience of
First period actually was like the best time to have weightlifting or gym because you just got it out of the way and it low-key just like woke you up for the rest of the day. So you're not going home sweaty. You're not really sweaty either. Like if you like were chill and didn't do too much, you were fine throughout the whole day. Just get it over with, you know? What was I gonna say? Fuck, I
getting
forgot.
ready in the morning, only for your first period to be PE with Mr. Potato Head as your teacher. Speaking of teachers, most of the gym coaches I've had have some of the least athletic builds I've ever witnessed. Now, there is an important distinction to make between being big versus being fat.
And they're always bald. The guy teachers are always bald. The female teachers always wear a baseball cap.
Take someone like Phantom from AMP. He's what you call a big guy, but his weight distribution is good enough to where he still manages to look good despite being slightly overweight. Versus someone like DJ Khaled, who let's just say doesn't exactly have the greatest weight distribution in the world. There are so many gym teachers out there that don't even do much when it comes to physically teaching students because they themselves can barely move 2 feet from their chair unless
Right.
someone activates their neurons.
Or they'll be reading, they go,
Your coach will unironically tell you to run 3 extra laps around the track and be posted up like this at their chair with a big hot Cheetos bag and a Diet Coke. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that Diet Coke is not saving you from a heart attack. Our
Oop.
next topic is one of my least favorite parts of the school gym experience: assigned partners. There is arguably nothing
Oh, yeah,
worse than
that's
doing
bad.
an assigned partner activity with someone
That's
who
bad.
either sucks at sports or just doesn't want to participate. There was one time I got stuck with this girl as an assigned partner for a basketball activity where each person had to make 3 free throws into the hoop to complete the assignment.
Huh.
And to add an extra layer of help, if anyone was struggling with a free throw at the intended line, you could just move up directly to the side of the rim and shoot from there instead. Except despite all of these benefits, my partner couldn't throw the ball for shit even directly next to the rim. I get that not everyone was blessed with LeBron level genetics, but the rim was already extended down and she was around 5'11". She could have touched the rim if she jumped, but she was still
5'11".
missing more shots
She's
than
tall.
Shaq versus the Rockets in 2000. I was contemplating asking my teacher to switch partners, but it was already too late by then. So I had to endure this girl missing shot after shot for like 25 minutes before
Bro,
she
I just
finally
took your
made
lap.
3 and got
Go
us
my
the pass.
phone. I'd
At that
leave.
point, just let me do it solo because I'd rather play as a substitute during a finals game than get someone like that as a partner. Reviewing everything I've talked about so far, the most vital part of the gym experience that I have yet to discuss is the Fitness Gram Pacer Test. I just know there were 5 separate people that just got Vietnam War flashbacks hearing that name enter their ear canal. The Fitness Gram, for anyone who's unaware, is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively
Fitness
gets
Gram
more
Pacer
difficult as it
Test.
continues. The 20-meter
One.
pacer test will begin in... No one needs an
Two.
introduction to the Fitness Gram as it's pretty much the most quintessential part of the school gym
3.
experience.
Keep
I
it going.
genuinely think the fitness gram by itself has caused irreversible psychological damage to millions of students across the country. On
It
top
wasn't
of
that
it being
bad.
unannounced most of the
Like,
time,
everybody made the fitness gram pacer test feel like it was, like, something tragic. Just tragic. They talked about it like it was King Von or some shit. Like, you're gonna die. The fitness gram pacer test was not bad. 1. 2. Like, that's all it was. Nothing about that was bad at all. Everybody was losing their shit for what? Was not bad. At least my fitness gram pacer test was bad.
the second you walk into the gym and see the mini cones lined up across the floor, it was instant despair and dread. I've seen so many kids fake being sick or have injuries just for the sole purpose of not participating. They could have been healthy the entire week, but as soon as they hear someone talking about the fitness gram, they magically contract every single disease ever
It
created
wasn't
and act like
bad,
they can't
bruh.
participate anymore. My guy, I just watched you sprint to the lunch line at maximum speed yesterday because they were serving tacos and pizza sticks. Please slow down all that tomfoolery. My strategy for the fitness gram
Nah,
was
what was
always to
your
conserve my
favorite,
energy
like,
in the early
school
portions of the
lunch?
test so I can spread my reserves evenly throughout the entire thing without
Cheese
becoming
stick
too
dippers.
tired during the middle. And while this seems like a basic strategy at
Dumplings?
first, the reason I think it works so well is because
Deluxe
it
chicken
fundamentally
sandwich?
prevents different issues from happening all at once. For instance, let's just say you had lunch the period before gym class. Your stomach is not going to enjoy being violently shaken during the pacer test and is probably going to start causing all types of issues before you finish. After all, the last thing you'd want is everyone around you to see rainbow puke on the ground and your stomach hitting the whip and nay-nay for 30 minutes straight.
I would
The
just
one
throw up.
saving grace that
If I
gym
see throw
class
up, I
had
throw
for
up.
me, other than the
Bad.
occasional fun activities, was free day. Having a study hall in the gym before certain classes low-key helped me do better on a lot of quizzes and tests beforehand. Of course, you have to watch out for stuff being thrown at you at maximum velocity from the people playing on the court, but other than that, it wasn't nearly as bad as the other class days. Overall, gym class is an extremely painful and torturous experience that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. While there are occasional classes and teachers that make it fun, half the time it just feels like we're in a labor camp getting worked to the bone trying to finish all these so-called activities. If you have gym in your schedule next year, please keep a stick of deodorant with you at all times. You're gonna save a lot of lives just by that one simple act of kindness.
Oh my god, I remember we used to make axe bombs. We used to just get the axe, put the, like, cap on, break it so it just keeps going, and we just threw it in the fucking locker room. It's just smoky, hazy up in there. It's like someone's fucking vaping in there, but no, it's just an axe bomb. That was fucking fun. Middle school wasn't bad. High school, I mean, middle school, whatchamacallit, gym was bad. High school wasn't. High school was chill.